Ugh.
Didn't save anything.
Of course not. God damn it.
Maybe I can do something though.
I think in the new Adobe stuff is getting pretty good about saving shit.
Yeah, well, sometimes.
Sometimes. I've had some lucky auto recovers.
I'm gonna do something kind of ghetto though. I'm on my Twitch thing right now, and since it saves the videos, I'm going to the end of the last video, and I'm gonna take a clipping of what I was working on.
That might work. What resolution are you exporting as?
It doesn't matter.
As long as you got a basic sketch.
Yep.
Fair enough.
There it is.
Yep.
Good. If it restarts on me one more time, though, I think I'm just gonna give up
Scream.
for the day. Oh, yeah, scream too, but.
You're still on mute, dear.
Is it the program that's doing it or something else?
I honestly don't know. I am running low on storage space, so I've stopped it from recording it on my computer now. Maybe that'll help. And I deleted like a bunch of bullshit streams that were saved. So that should clear up some space. I think that's the problem. And it's just crashing that. Now I mean. It just sucks because I had somebody watching on YouTube too, and I was excited about that.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Trying to save up the money, get a Cintiq. And then after Cintiq, I guess Nintendo Switch or something. I gotta buy something stupid.
The Switch has been pretty fun.
Yeah, they just announced a whole bunch of new shit coming out on it too.
Ooh.
Yeah, a lot of games being reported to it as well. Apparently, the new Dark Souls Remastered is going to be on it too, so a bunch of people are going to either be really butthurt or be really excited about that.
Right.
As you do with the Dark Souls. I kind of wonder if they'll actually legit have like an easy mode. That would piss off people so much, and I'm like, yeah, let the people get pissed off.
Right?
Doesn't affect my enjoyment of the gameplay at all. Uh-oh, somebody's working on inflation.
Yeah, huh?
I love making fun of everything. Furry community is great.
Mm-hmm. Not just inflation, macro inflation.
Oh snap.
Oh, wow.
That's always one of those weird things I was wondering about, like macro inflation. Is like, okay, so if you're full of helium and stuff, you're not exactly squishing, nor smushing, nor crushing.
You're just floating. Like a
You just
fairy balloon.
kind of float. You like bounce on stuff, and that's about it. Bounce. It's not so much squishing as it is just applied shoving. It'd be great, like having like a macro furry who's like a terribly polite person or something like that, going like, oh, spot a bother there.
Oop.
I dare say I've seemed to have crushed somebody.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. And of course, macro tea time. Yes, but can we make these arms even thinner? It's been one of my biggest follies, is like I keep drawing women with like bigger arms.
What's wrong with that?
Because of the whole furry thing. It's more I just want to diversify.
Gotcha.
I want to inherently learn new skills. And I want to do stuff a certain way. I don't know. I'm trying to put on a nerdy voice there, and didn't work out so well.
There.
Actually,
Get out.
banned forever.
What's worse is I'm one of those people that says actually a lot. If you haven't noticed.
Well, at least you're not one of those other people that's like, you know, to be fair.
Oh boy.
It's
Well,
like, you know.
well, actually.
It's, every time it's like I hear somebody do the whole that, you know, to be fair argument, I'm just like, you know what? Life and the world ain't fair. So cram it. But that would be terribly rude now, wouldn't it?
I'm going to be very, very self-conscious about this now.
Well, I'm one of those people that I for the longest time I was trying to get rid of, you know, yeah, exactly. And it took me a while to get rid of that tick. However, it still slides in every now and then. There's a few things I cannot give up, and one of them is y'all. I keep saying y'all, and that's just an Iowa Midwest thing. However, I've also created a few chat things that have gone around. Like heyo.
Heyo.
Instead of just hi or hello or hey.
Oh, it's fine.
Whoa, someone's got Fuda.
Whoa, no. Food.
Just FUD. Nourishment.
You're gonna have to find it in there.
They never give forks.
No.
There you go.
I'm sorry. I should have checked for that.
That's okay.
Also, you want to see something fun?
Oh, it is broken! Holy crap! I have my brother here, and he's got an x-ray of his collarbone. Damn!
Pointy.
Yeah, pointy. What do they do for that? Because you can't really put cast there.
They're gonna put a plate that sits on top, and then it comes down and hooks under the joint right in there.
Yep, sounds right.
Pretty.
Yeah, that's gonna be Wednesday.
Good looking. Good looking for airports.
You have to wait a whole week? What about the stuff that heals by then? Just break it up?
I guess break it up, or it's not gonna. I don't know.
I
And
can't
then
believe they wait a week.
that's 8 weeks with a plate in, and then I have to go back, and then they take it out, and then that's like another 1.5 or 2 weeks.
Wow.
Wow.
Can you say
No.
Oh, damn it!
I agree. I shed many tears over that already.
Oh. You still want to do the water park with us?
I don't know if I can. Can I decide after?
Yeah, of course. What's it? I don't have a fork, but I have like chopsticks and stuff up here for you. Actually, I have a million forks from the house.
Fudge. What is this character? Here, let's go. Stop it. Just stop.
What?
It's just the whole selecting, the new selection in Photoshop, ticking me off. Okay, one. 3. Mm. 5.
Oh my god.
Actually, I'm not doing too bad. Hey, Christy, check it out. So I actually drew it, and it came out to be 7 heads tall, which is standard proportions. Like I said, I'm pretty confident in my usage of anatomy. It's doing action poses where I flounder, so I need to work on that. Plus, I need to learn how to exaggerate more. But that was a pretty decent little exercise drawn from the feet up. And this is without a reference or a model, which is unfortunate. I usually like having one. And I feel like I got the proportions down fairly well. Like, and comment and subscribe and stuff like that, but nah. I think I'm gonna take a break and go eat some garlic bread or something. Nope. Just been sitting out. I just know if we didn't really eat it today, it would go bad. Alright, I'm taking a break, streamy folks. It sounds like Emil's taking one too, but I'll see you in a bit.
Anywho, I heard you were talking, but I missed all of it. So, what's up? Bored? Oh, yeah. Jesus! Oh, scared the shit out of me. Oh my god.
I mean, if not me, then who else?
Fair.
It's like I'm a big, aggressive-looking dude with a beard. What else could I say? Of course, I'm trying to talk with like the most laid-back, lightest voice tone I have.
I was just like in the zone, drawing, listening to the music, and then it was suddenly, I'm back! Let's go! Fuck.
Yeah, it ends up Christy's probably gonna take us out to go get some groceries and shit here after she brings back laundry.
Fun, fun.
Because apparently I need to go shopping with her. As you do. Gotta prepare for my mom touching down at noon tomorrow.
Joy.
And I keep getting all these fucking calls from Iowa that are people I do not know. Just keep blocking their asses. Yeah, maybe from one of my first streaming sessions I'll play like Overwatch or Rocket League, something easy. Something I don't have to think about. What were we talking about there? Something I need to be doing here. Oh, basically we were talking about how with the training I was doing today to draw this figure with no reference and no goddamn, not working from the head up, basically working from the feet up, for this. How it is actually about 7.5 heads, which is standard human proportions.
Nice.
Yeah, it actually is not a bad thing. Maybe gave her a little bit wide hips, but that's because I like wide hips.
Nothing wrong with that.
And I was able to get the arms somewhat thinned down. Still not entirely sure about the torso. I might need to tweak it a bit. But it was a good practice. I think I'm ready to actually draw something serious sometime today. I just need to get quicker at doing this shit. Thinking about doing some fan art, but that is pretty involved.
It's as involved as you want it to be.
Fair enough.
What kind of fan art?
Well, I mean, Christy had this thing where we bought some of these little Blizzard minifigures, and it's like, okay, if we get these, you're gonna have to draw fan art of them. So I'm like, okay.
There you go.
So I've got like one Overwatch character, one StarCraft character. It's like, if I can get them done in the same piece, then that's less work I have to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Right, that's how that works.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, it's one less background. If you were doing backgrounds.
That is true. Like, I didn't think about that. Although I don't think they've released a Sombra yet for Heroes of the Storm. I think that's the biggest undersell part of that. All right, so we were in Austin on Monday. It is not nearly as big as I thought it was. Like, what's the best way to describe this? I'm trying to think. It's about like a large suburb of Chicago.
Yeah.
Like you have maybe 6 or 7 skyscraper-like buildings, and that's about it.
Yeah.
And then everything else is kind of just spread out over lots of highways and stuff. But we were down in the city center trying to drop off an application to this board game company, and we parked on the street, which was much better than fucking day parking because it's like, oh, it's like $1 something an hour compared to $15 to park in this lot because they want to charge you by the day.
Alright.
It's like, fuck you guys. So we go up to there and we're like, okay, well, we can't drop this off. So we start walking back, looking around. Christy, all of a sudden, on this main city street, decides I have to find a restroom. And I'm like, good luck. Because I'm in the mindset of, like, this is going to be like fucking Chicago where people don't have bladders. And of course, I was seeing no lack of homeless people too. So I'm like, oh god, there's not gonna be anywhere for her to pee.
Right.
She tried, I shit you not, like 2 banks, 3 or 4 individual like little stores, and then finally we ended up at a Jimmy John's. That's like, oh yeah, there's one in back. She was so grateful. She actually bought a like thing of chips from him and just like, oh. But apparently it's just actually that one street, according to the guy. So if you went like 1 or 2 blocks over in any direction, it would have been fine.
Oh wow.
It's like, oh, it's so bad. See, in Iowa City, we don't have nearly that kind of problem. It's something I've not been used to ever since leaving Iowa. Chicago, I had the hardest time. I'm like, where the fuck can I go pee? There's no bathrooms anywhere. It's like, oh, there's one at McDonald's, but you have to be a paying customer. I'm like, fuck that. Can I walk into it? Yes. Okay, bye. I've been meaning to ask somebody, like a furry who actually lives in the cities, like, how the fuck do you pee? Like, do you just always know, like, restaurants to go to, or do you just yeah, you just don't pee? It's like, no wonder people piss on the fucking streets and shit.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry, this is not safe for work chat. I think.
It should be fine.
I thought somebody was sharing something on Discord, but I didn't see. Oh, it's my RPG chat server, that's why. So I have 2 servers I actually participate in. And then I have like 2 or 3 servers where I follow for stuff like size crap. Huh. Today I learned that if somebody's about roughly 200 feet, you are about the size of a soda can.
What? 200 feet.
I'm gonna have to look at that visualization, actually. Are you familiar with a old program like VMS or whatever it was called? It came out of the Big Furs chat, but it was basically a way to keep an eye on, or have an understanding of the proportion and size of your character compared to others.
No. What is that?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's like something visual macro scale or whatever it was. VMS macro Big Furs. I'm gonna check out if I can find it. Yeah, vms.bigfurs.com. Oh, it requires Adobe Flash. That's why it doesn't work nearly as well. Alright, so I have a unnamed character here. Just go ahead and set up a non-server. Because the thing is that they also linked it into their IRC server channel, so you can always see the size of everybody that's in the room with you.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's actually pretty neat. Actually. God,
Alright.
God damn it.
Actually. No, it actually is fine as long as you're not doing it as like a trying to one up somebody by giving the correct facts, I guess, or
Oh, I
something.
got you. Well, actually.
Alright, well, let's go like 66 inches tall for this character I'm doing. I'll pull this onto the stream. Then we're going to add another entry here, and they are going to be 200 feet. Yeah, can of soda my ass. You're like the size of her fucking toe.
Okay,
You can also...
are they using a different measurement for feet